now this guy was just like there for me to say, I'm going to stand with you, even if it means to sue this woman, we're going to sue this woman. And hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacinta. On this channel, I talk about my life experiences here in Germany. I do everything Germany, vlogs, travel, everything Germany. So if you like the sound of that, please don't forget to subscribe and join the family. Okay guys, thank you so much for your returning subscribers. So I'm still on this series talking about my bad experiences as an au pair, how I was a cheap maid as an au pair here in Germany. So if you are missing any of the series, please go ahead and click that caption up there, and then it's going to like to take you to those videos, or you can go ahead and check the description below and you're going to find that link to those videos so that you can be updated before you come in here. Okay guys, so like I was telling you from the previous video, I was telling you on how this woman was so insecure. She was upset. I told her like I want to go and see my sister in another city. She was not happy. She was upset. She thought, moreover, I've prolonged my visa, so I just wanted to come here to Germany and use her for papers, which was never in that case. A lot of people told me, Jacinta, you can rematch, you can find another host family, but I was so scared. I was just like scared for the unknown. I was very scared, guys. I don't know why, but she just like put so much fear in me, and I just wanted to be loyal. I didn't want this au pair experience to finish really in a bad way. This relationship, I didn't want it to end in that bad way. So I was so loyal. I said, I'm going to finish my host. Come rain, come sunshine, I'm going to finish my au pair program. So when I told her, she was very upset, like I just said. And then actually I told her, like, let's refer to the contract. I normally do not have days off. Like, I'm working every day, 6 to 6. I'm working every day, and moreover, every day. It does not matter even if it's weekend. She just wanted me to be working. When I finish my German classes, I used to run to go home to clean up and just be on top of things so that everything is okay, so that I can just have this good relationship with her. But you know, it never even helped. At the end of it all, we found a conclusion. She was like, okay, you can go on Friday and come back on Sunday. I was like, okay, so that means I'll just be there on Saturday. So when you're going with a train from the city where I was living to the city where my sister was like 7-8 hours, and normally sometimes the trains can also have the delays. So I thought about that. I was like, but she was like persistent. She said, no, we can just go on Friday and come back on Sunday. Okay, fine. I was just happy. Like, I was just excited. Like, I just want to go away and see my sister. That was just what was on my mind. So on Friday, she told me to make sure everything remains in order before I leave. So I cleaned up. I took the child to the kindergarten. I went to the Deutsch course. I was done around 12, and then I took up my journey. Like I said, it took so long for me to reach that other city, and I was reaching really late, and I was just like excited. Now I'm going to see my sister. Guys, when I reached and I saw my sister, I was crying. I was pulling out. I was crying. Like, all the emotions came. I was like, I was happy. I felt at home. And my sister was like, she saw how traumatized I was. She was like, you're not okay. You're not okay. And that day, I felt so well. I ate the food that I wanted to eat. I was just like happy talking. I was so excited. And Saturday morning, I was so scared. When I woke up, I was so scared. Like, I've not waking people up. I've not taken their pictures, because that was my life. Like, that's what I used to do. So my sister was like, you're so traumatized, girl. You're here and you're feeling like that. You really need to rematch. And I kept telling her, like, I want to finish this thing well, and I also want to prove to her, like, I did not come here in order to use her papers. So my sister really understood that. And yeah, on Sunday, like, all this period that I left, this woman acted like we do not know each other. Like, I just understood, like, this relationship was just because of me taking care of these people. Like, I could like greet her, say hi, how is the family? She was not responding. But Sunday comes, she knew like the time that I needed to start off. She said, saying, hi, how are you? I knew like that's just fake, girl. You just want me to come back. But I answered her as nice as I was. I answered her. I said, I'm going to come back home. And she was so excited. She asked me the time that I'm going to be there. I told her the time, around 17. But as usual, as I was going back, the trains got so delayed, so I got home very late. So again, she started thinking like maybe I was just lying her. And like I said, my phone used to go off, so my phone went off And I don't know why I never had a power bank by then, but anyway, that's a story for another day. I was just like dumb by that time. So I went home in the night. She was so happy that at least I reached, but she was upset again that I reached late. Anyway, so my life again continued on a Monday, the same program. She never wanted me to make friends. She always used to say, if you make friends, they're going to like to put a bad mind in you. They're going to be telling you bad things. But I knew why she wanted me not to make friends, because she knew other peers are going to like to tell me exactly how I should live. And you know just how destiny, how God makes things. So I went, she sent me with this child to go for a birthday party. When I went to that place, I found another Aupair who was there, and we got to be friends. And when we became friends, she always used to ask me, like, every after my Deutsch class, I can like meet up with her in the city. We like visit places, we can go traveling, we could go to restaurants. I told her it's not possible with me, because me, I've got a schedule which I need to work. She was like, yo, you are a maid. And mind you, this girl she was from Europe, so she knew her rights. She was like, yo, they're just using you. I think she knows how you are, how good you are, and she's just taking advantage. And I pleaded with her, like, do not really tell her that I told you this, because it's going to be a big issue. So life went on like that. I was always like in fear. This woman even decided how my hair should look like. It was like that life, which was just like, it was in the circle of them, and they used to make a lot of comments to say, like with her mom, they always used to pass a comment like, you should be grateful, like you're away from Africa and you're now here in Europe. And I always used to feel bad, but anyway, I never used to say it. I just used to swallow it. And that's how life was, guys. Life was very hard, and it got worse and worse. So she started telling me to now be going on dating sites. Even when I was going on dating sites, like, she used like to make sure to check the person that I'm dating. She used to make sure to look. She asked the phone so she can see these people. And you know, already I was not like used to dating apps like in my home country, where we like just meet people in social, like outside and stuff like that. But I tried, like she said, and whenever I made dates with these guys, this woman could make it to, like, I would tell her, like, I'm going to meet this guy around 6, and this woman would be late from work. I would call her. I said, remember yesterday we make an appointment? And she would do it consciously. She would come so late so that I should miss that date. And she used to do that every time. I used to look stupid every time I used to make those dates. So I stopped. I said, I'm looking stupid. I'm going to stop that. And guys, she also started making the child, every time she would make excuses every morning. Oh, my child is not feeling well. I think you should stay with the child at home. And it was getting frustrating, because I was paying a lot of money at this Deutsch course, meaning, why should I be going to the German classes, which are very expensive, and I'm always missing classes, for me to be with a child at home? It was getting frustrating, and finally I had to stop going to the Deutsch class, because I was not using the German, because she told me the child needs to learn English. So I stopped speaking German. I was not practicing it, which really removed that purpose of an au pair, because as an au pair, you need like to exchange the cultures, and the language is the first thing. So there was no purpose at all. And when I stopped going to the German classes, she was happy. She didn't even ask. She was happy, because now I'm going to have so much time going with a child every time, everywhere. Guys, she also paid for subscription for the zoo. That zoo, like, I knew it with the palm of my hand. All the workers knew us. I knew it every corners. I did not even need that map. I was going from one corner to another. Like, guys, she made that subscription for a year so that I can be going with the child every day. She also told me to go to a certain church for Africans, so that on Sundays I can be going out with the child, and I should be remaining sleeping. So it was so crazy. Everything was just like getting on my head. Everything was so frustrating. And you know, this woman, regardless of what she used to do to me, like, she always used to think like she owns me, like she's the best woman. I remember one time I told her, like, I want to go and have Christmas with my family, like with my sister. And she was very upset. She said, do you want to choose other people over us? I was like, girl, you're not my family. Like, she was thinking like I should choose her and not choose my... I knew, because she wanted that Christmas period, like, me to be taking care of a child. And that Christmas, I fought for it. I said, I'm going to my sister. And usual, she was very upset. She always used to come out like, okay, you can go. But she was very upset. I left. I did not care at that time. It was December. I think I was like getting really used of her getting upset with me, because she used to get upset with me with every chance that she got. I remember one time she took her child to her mom, and then she said she wanted to go out with her friends, and she asked me if I should go out with her friends because we were going clubbing. First and foremost, I never club. I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I knew where they are going. So I didn't want. I said no. She asked me if you want, and I said no, I don't want to come with you. Guys, it was a big issue. When she came back, she was crying. I don't know what used to happen with that woman. Like every night, she just had like those traumas. Like she would start putting it on me, and she said crying, "No, I even took my child away so that I didn't even have time to have him with my child. You just remained here. You were doing nothing." That was the only time that I remained on my own that evening. I was thankful to God, but she always wanted me like to always have time with her child. It was crazy, guys. I also became an educative teacher. I became a teacher to this child. She used to tell me to be very educative, like not just play with the child, to be very educative with this girl, with this baby. This child was just 2 years old. So one time I was painting. I painted something. No, I drew something and I told him to paint. She got upset. Why didn't you tell this boy to draw? Girl, I'm not a teacher. I don't even know how to teach this boy to draw. And he's just 2 years old. But she never understood me. This boy is just 2 years old, but she never understood that. She was like very, very upset with me. So one day, like I told you in the other videos, there was this woman downstairs who really liked me. She was an old woman. She was a teacher a long time. So she used to teach me German, because now I was no longer going to my Deutsch classes, like my German classes. So I told my host mom, this woman really likes me. She's been teaching me German. I'm so excited. I've been practicing to talk with her. And she got jealous. She was like, this woman, there was one time I told her to teach my child how to play the piano or music, whatever it was, and this woman refused. So she got very upset, and the reason why this woman had refused, because this child couldn't like really play the instrument because he was just 2 years old. So the old woman said, once this baby becomes older, that will be how, that's like this child is still small and it's very hard to work with him. When he gets older, then I'll be able like to work with him, but right now it's not easy. And this woman really did not understand. She got upset, and she wanted also me to also hate this woman and don't go to do my German classes. By that point I said no, I don't care what she's going to do. So I used to go like behind her back. I never used to update her anything like I have met this woman or anything like that. And it went on like that. I don't know how life just got to that point. I found myself going back to the dating site, and I found this guy. So this guy, I met him, I remember I met him in a very short period. He cleaned very fast at home, and then I went to meet him during the day, because I knew like if I meet him later on around 6, it won't be possible, because this woman was going to find another excuse that I shouldn't go out. So I found this guy, I met him. Guys, he was very good to me. And then he said, on that day, the date just did very quickly and it ended. With time, as I was getting to know him, he just noticed like I never had time to meet him and stuff like that. And one day he said, I want to come to your place. I need to come to your place. You are an Aupair. You need time to be with me. And I was very scared. I told him like my host mom is very, very hard on me. It's not going to be possible. And she said, I'm going to sue that woman. This is where the problem started from. So now this guy was just like there for me to say, I'm going to stand with you. Even if it means to sue this woman, we're going to sue this woman. And I was very scared. I was very scared. I was like, please do not do that. I want to finish this Aupair very well, and I want to live in a good way. And this guy said, no, this woman has really put so much fear in you, and you're always scared of her. please let me do my work. And I was very scared. So this woman noticed. I told her about this guy. I was like, this guy has been telling me that I'm just an au pair and I shouldn't be working this long. Oh, guys, fire on the mountain. Fire on the mountain, guys. This woman was very upset because now she had this other boyfriend and she wanted me to be like to iron his clothes, and because now I became like also the maid for her and this guy. So I didn't have that time like to iron his clothes because I was telling her like the guy wants to meet me. He's very close to this place. And she was very, very upset with that. She started shouting at me. She started saying, that guy just want to use you for us, for a family. She was very, very, very upset. Guys, I was very scared. So this guy now got in me, like he was so much in love with me. And he said, Jacinta, I'm going to be there for you. This woman cannot be doing everything that she's doing to you and you're just here. So now it was a big pressure for her. Anyway, guys, we're going to come back into the final episode. Please be patient with me. I do not like to make the videos very long, so we're going to come back with the final episode now to tell you how I was chased, how I was fired. She never wanted to do anything with me. It was so crazy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you if you've reached this far watching this video. I really appreciate every love, engagement. You guys, I really appreciate you. Everyone who's been coming to my Instagram telling me about their stories, I really appreciate you. I hope one day you're also like going to be able like to speak out and people will hear your story, because host families need to know how to treat people. Some, like mine, it was her first time to have an au pair, but that did not give her the audacity like to treat me the way she treated me. You can be the first host or the first au pair to someone, but you cannot treat them like an animal, like I was treated. But anyway, we're going to come back in the next video, guys. I love you. Bye.